Hi there, this is the Dean DeFalco impersonator here at Garden State Comic Fest. We are here representing Geekade, and with me I have Steve, the Killustrator, with his dinosaur artwork. So could you tell me a little bit about how you got into starting to do this?
Well, a couple of years ago, I decided I wanted to make a scientifically accurate dinosaur coloring book. So I sort of started sketching ideas out and realized that my paleontology knowledge was a little dated. So I started to do more research, and one thing kind of like sprawled into another. And before I knew it, I had like 300 pages of sketches ready to go for a coloring book. And so I've just sort of been pretty deep into the whole paleontology thing since, trying to make sure that I do justice to the source material. So as I've been doing that, I've been putting together like peripheral pieces and doing shows and talking to people about dinosaurs and prehistoric animals. And so I'm about ready to do a Kickstarter, I guess, for that coloring book here at the end of the summer. And hopefully I'll be able to make that come to reality. So that's pretty much what I've been doing with that. I've always really loved dinosaurs. So.
Was there anything that specifically sparked your interest, like a moment in time?
I've been into dinosaurs since I was like a kid.
Okay.
I mean, like, even when we lived in like upstate New York, I convinced my parents to drive me down to the Natural History Museum in New York City, and it was closed when we got there. And not the museum, but like the dinosaur.
Just the
wing
dinosaurs. It just wasn't there
indefinitely for years. It was like the renovations had started like a month before, and it was like closed. Never got a chance to see them. No, I even started this even before the whole Jurassic World thing. So
yeah, I was gonna say, like, do you have like?
Luckily,
is there a
rolled
movie
my
or
way.
anything?
Yeah, like, Jurassic World didn't suck too super bad, and people were really receptive of it. So I'm like, oh, this is awesome! I could ride the wave finally. But no, I like I said, I've been doing it since before that. Just sort of lucky strike, I guess. But hopefully, and then oddly, and the coloring book thing came into fruition while I've been working on it. You know how like they're everywhere now.
Mm-hmm. Well, now they have like adult coloring books and everything. So
right, because I decided to do a coloring book even before that. I was like, I'm gonna do a coloring book. People were like, oh, have you heard they make adult ones? I was like, I wasn't aware at the time. It'd been they hadn't really come around where you could go to like Walmart and they're right there in the aisle. You
basically hit the market right on bullseye.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, because I mean it's gonna take me. The goal is 300 pages. Like I said, I have about 250 of them sketched, and I have to ink them all yet.
Yeah.
So I have to go through and ink. So it'll be even if the project hits its deadlines as far as the Kickstarter goes, it'll still be at least 8 to 9 months before I can finish the book. I mean, it's a passion project. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep doing it regardless. I like doing it. People have been very receptive. That's a lot of fun. You know what I mean? It's like living your childhood dream. You know what I mean?
Well, what is it they say? Do what you love and the money will follow.
Yeah.
So it's
hopefully.
like,
That's right. You know. But yeah, no. I mean, it's been working out pretty well. People like. The funny part is you would think, oh, it'd be a bunch of kids who come to the booth and want to talk dinosaurs.
Oh, well, they mentioned it to me. They're like, oh, there's someone over there doing dinosaur stuff. I was like, what? I want to go. What is it?
I've talked to so many people. It's ridiculous. I meet scientists. I meet, paleontologists, anthropologists, just people who are like the novice enthusiasts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And everyone... it's been really cool, actually.
Did you do schooling in this, or
no,
just completely?
No, it's been difficult as far as, I mean, they don't really gear those science papers to someone who's not really in the field.
No.
So I'm picking up terminology and trying to get learn the science as I go without actually having to go to school for it. But and there's people I try to run my facts by. So with that, I mean, I try to not look like a jerk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, every now and then you get it completely wrong, though. I don't know. That's just how it is. I'm an artist. It's my interpretation. Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to limit that interpretation to at least relatively specific.
Yeah. Well, you don't want someone coming over and be like, it's not actually the Spinosaur, blah, blah, blah,
I get that. The internet is, while you
it can be a cool place.
It's a very double-edged sword, though. You can get the coolest amount of support. You could also get every troll that you just decided accidentally disappointed with your rendition of
Yeah.
of a Tyrannosaurus. They're not really into it. But the cool part about dinosaurs, you might not realize, is that we recognize the genus.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so when you think, Tyrannosaurus, that's the genus, which would be like qualifying like all big cats as one animal.
Okay.
So if you think of it, in those kind of terms, so it would be like confusing a tiger with a leopard.
Okay.
So there is a little bit of interpretation in there
So
if
it's
you're
like-
not trying to be species specific.
Yeah. Because it
So-
goes like what? Kingdom, phylum.
I don't remember the.
Neither do I. I know there's like a
what is it?
pizza
There's
thing
a
or
mnemonic
something.
device for it. I
Yeah,
don't
like
remember
someone
what
makes
that
good
is.
pizza,
Yeah.
something like that.
But yeah, so it's the level up from species. So I'm
Okay.
like, there's interpretation in there, and I mean,
Yeah.
there was some figure somewhere as to how many fossils are actually found versus how many
Yeah.
animals once existed, and it's an astronomically low number. So I was like, I can do this. I can make this work.
So it's like people are saying like, oh, actually they had feathers, or you know,
I've been trying to
everything,
work that in.
Yeah. Oh, cool. That's exciting. That'll be
So-
fun to color.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I mean, and the fact that like I'm not necessarily toning down. It's an all ages coloring book. So while there will be no gore or attacks
Yeah.
in there, it'll be kid friendly, but it'll also be I guess a qualified project for an adult if you really want to break out the colored pencils and get in there and keep it sharp. But so I'm just trying to hit all the marks, I guess, and get it done right the first time.
That sounds pretty awesome to me. I'll be looking forward to it. So I'm kind of looking forward to looking through the one you got right now.
Yeah, this is the sketchbook of the first 108 pages.
Awesome.
So I've had this one for this was last year's I put together, and since then I've put about another 100 and so pages together as far as full sketches with backgrounds and everything like that. And it's funny because it's been the backgrounds that have been the killer. It's not the animals.
Yeah.
It's like the trees
All the
exist.
detail and everything you got to put in.
Because of the fact that the fossil record is so vast, and I'm trying to do an overview of most of it, not just dinosaurs, but prehistoric animals from the Permian and the Devonian and the certain grasses didn't exist until, and then there were no flowers until the Cretaceous, and all the trees from the Permian, they didn't have bark. They were like,
is it like moss? Or?
no, they were like, I forget what the word is. There's a lepidodendron or something like that. They have it's called scale trees.
Oh,
They look
okay.
like scale bark.
Scaly bark.
Yeah, but it wasn't really bark. It also was green, had photosynthetic cells in it. So, yeah, exactly. So, trying to do that research has been a nightmare.
A lot of science lessons.
Yeah, so that's why when people engage me on it, I can at least...
You can, go on about it.
Let's go on
Yeah.
about it. You want to know? I'm going to teach you. But, so it's been fun. That's what I mean. I don't think I would have tried to pursue this if I wasn't an interest after putting this much work in.
Yeah.
So
I think I have one last question.
What you got?
And I just want to know what your favorite dinosaur is, and
Right.
if you have a sketch of it that you could show us.
I don't have a sketch in this
Okay.
sketchbook.
Okay.
But I do have it finished as a 2-page spread for the finished coloring
finish.
book.
And it is
the Australovenador.
Australovenador. Did I say
It's-
that right?
It's pretty close.
Okay, it was close.
I think that's up for interpretation. So it's Australian. It's Australian dinosaur.
Okay.
all right?
I picked that up from the name.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Well, it's like a. Imagine like a small Allosaurus, slightly smaller.
Okay.
But it had like raptor-like killing claws on its hands rather than its feet.
Oh.
So it had right? That's wild.
I have to imagine back in the day these things were huge and terrifying, but their movements must have been so comical.
It had to be. Yeah, I mean, it had different wrists than other kind of dinosaurs too, because it was able to use it. It had to use its hands in a more dexterous way.
Oh, so that's pretty evolved there.
Yeah,
so.
well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was like a late Cretaceous kind of thing, early Cretaceous. I might be mixing my facts up, but it's pretty cool. And I was like, and it's not like when someone says, "What's your favorite dinosaur?" and you say, Tyrannosaurus or Velociraptor. Most people who say Velociraptor don't even know what a Velociraptor really looks like.
But
it's your favorite, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. I'm not sure what I would say my favorite is. I don't know what the name of it is, but there's that one that looks kind of like a duck.
Looks like a duck.
It has the duck bill.
Oh, like an Anatosaurus?
Maybe. That's one I like. I know they're in Jurassic Park and they kind of frolic.
There's a few. I mean, there's a few duck-billed hadrosaurs.
Maybe
Depends on what the crest is on top of its head.
It's kind of like a little whoop.
Like a flat plate?
No, it's not flat. It's curved.
Curved back or curved
forward? But granted, who knows what it actually really looked like, so.
Okay. Yeah,
but
no, I mean,
we'll
there's
just leave that as a mystery as to what my favorite dinosaur really is.
Fair enough.
So.
Well, thank
Okay,
you very
great.
much.
So thanks for taking the time to talk with us. And again, this is the Dean DeFalco impersonator here with Geekade, and we are at Garden State Comic Fest, and we've been having a blast.